This video is designed to help you start a building material business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a building material business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful building material business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. As the name implies, the building material business involves trading materials used to construct a building. Of course, the building material business isn't a new business idea. Regardless, it can offer you substantial profits if well established and managed. Individuals involved in the building material supplier business can make good money, provided they have the right network, skill, and capacity to carry out the business. Common materials building materials business owners deal in are sand, iron, bricks, cement, ladder, bamboo round poles. Building material suppliers may also supply construction equipment to sites. This equipment may include excavators, loaders, graders, bulldozers, backhoe. Starting a building material business. These tips are designed to help you establish a successful building material business. Get suppliers. If you plan on delving into the building material business, you'll need to have a source. All construction materials are usually sourced from manufacturing companies. And as a potential or novice supplier, we recommend that you sit down and make a good list of companies that manufacture materials you wish to supply. For instance, if you want to supply bricks, cement, sand, etc., consider shortlisting companies that produce these materials. As a rule of thumb, ensure you make a list of all the materials you'll need, including their proportion. Afterward, contact the suppliers and manufacturers to place your order. If you aren't sure of the quality of material you need, or where to get them from, you can contact your competitors for insights. Choosing the right location. Location is an essential factor to consider when starting a building material supplier business. Since you'll be supplying bulk materials to construction sites, it makes sense to choose an area big enough to accommodate the materials. Also, consider selecting a location accessible by large trucks. If you have a big yard or land, you can decide to start your business there, then scale when you have made enough money. Some options that you could consider would be renting a large space in an industrial area, or even converting a warehouse into your business. You could also consider getting a piece of land and erecting a few steel buildings to operate out of. If you have the land, this could be the most cost-effective option in the long run. Your location is a make or break factor for your business, so choose wisely. Marketing. If you fail to prioritize marketing, your business will stay hidden, like a diamond under a rock. Marketing will help promote your business. It doesn't matter if you sell the best materials at a low price, if you sleep on marketing, no one will know that your business exists. Ensure you highlight the benefits of your building materials and delivery services, while marketing your product. For instance, if you deal majorly in the supply of calcium carbonate, you can state the numerous calcium carbonate uses to enlighten your target audience. You can also go ahead and highlight why yours is the best. If you aren't good at marketing, consider outsourcing the task to a marketing firm that suits your budget. Organize transport for your business. A building material supplier business will fail without a suitable transport mechanism in place. Remember, you aren't supplying materials that can easily fit in the boot of your car, should issues come up with transportation. So, before you start a building material business, you should sort out transportation. Buying dump trucks may not be a good idea, since you are just starting out. Instead, you can consider making arrangements for a rental vehicle, or contact a trusted transport business company. Whether you are a novice in the business or a professional, ensure you know the ins and outs of the trade. Afterwards, you can easily create a good building material business plan with the right type of information. You can also adopt unique business ideas to stand out from the competition. Get a license before carrying out your building material business plan. A business license makes your business legal. Without one, you'll run into lots of trouble with the authorities. Imagine a business license as a pass. You'll need one to conduct your business undisturbed in a certain state. A license can also be seen as a form of identity for your business, and can be helpful when applying for a business loan. Each state has different methods of applying for a business license, including the requirements, so ensure you do some digging to understand the process and what you'll need. Preparing a budget. How much will it cost to establish a building material business? What business materials do you intend to supply, and how much will they cost? Do you want to start big or small? Before establishing your building material supply business, ensure you prepare your budget. Your budget will be instrumental in your plans, as it'll give you a clear picture of how much you need to start your business. The next part of the video is not specific to the building material business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the building material business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful building material business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these 2 extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice, may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive, based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, How much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here's a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a building material business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free building material business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.